to another week of the OFL, and this time we are in for a special treat between the Bruisers and the Knights, and also we are going to be going really far on trying to get this donation goal in this week. And I have a special guest here today. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
How's it going, guys? You know who it is, the director of finances and just a big fan of the sport. PD, here to commentate a great game, you know, and for a good cause as well. We're trying to raise some money, we're trying to have a fun time. It's a win all around. You know how it is.
It really is. And I mean, yeah, we just so much stuff happening just for along this game. Not only is it a big one for both the Bruisers and the Knights, we also have it being a bettable one, and then of course the BLM donation goal here today. I mean, we're in for a treat for sure.
Yeah, I mean, two great teams. You got Barton, you got DC. Both of these teams just really do it to other teams constant week after week. So it's fun to see how they match up, you know, because you have this DC offense versus just in my opinion, one of the best pass rushes in the league, one of the best covered units in the league. It's just a pure offense versus defense matchup. So it should be fun to watch.
Speaking of a rush, it was a nice one there from Relli as he begins with the Knights on offense. They're looking great so far. 2nd and 2 already down the field. Relli moving over to the right side now. Relli under some pressure, unable to run, but looks for the pass. We'll throw it deep, and it's caught by the number 2. Still pushing forward on that sideline, trying to get to the number 10, and he does. A first down and a tackle from Burning Ramen.
You know, because DC has all these, like, really hyped up new gens, right? You got Locke, you got OBJ, bruh. But at the end of the day, time after time, it's these guys like Adam Man and Icardi, these old vets that just are so smart and know how to get open. It just makes DC vicious, man.
It really does. And let's see what they do here with the pass. That goes incomplete. That was a good chancer over to Vange, but goes incomplete. And I mean, yeah, most definitely, I like the way that they've decided to go about the structure of the team. You get the rookies in with experience, and I mean, it always matches really well. It creates a really good chance of a playoff, even victory bowl team. Short ball up there inside, touchdown for the Knights.
And if it wasn't insane enough, man, they had like 13 Hall of Famers on their assistant head coach rank, and then ejected, got unsuspended, and then he had his pick of the litter for any team in the league and decided to join the Knights as well. So it's just they're stacked, to put it lightly.
I mean, yeah, just looking based off of the roster, you could definitely tell how powerful this team is. And I mean, yeah, by far, this is a team that's known for going through into the playoffs and making really good impacts. So it's really fun. And I mean, yeah, you got to give it up to the Bruisers as well. They're always going to be up there due to the players they have as well. Would you like to mention a couple?
If you look at Barton, I mean, I say it again and again, LMJ, best corner in the league, probably best in terms of just knowing the game player in the league. You got Burning Ramen, who's really good at understanding routes. You got really good linebackers in Jordan. And Barton's stacked as well, man. Both of these teams are really good. Like, this is going to be a close one.
I really do feel the same way about it. And let's see what type of offense we'll see from LMJ here today. I mean, you saw how close he was last season on that run to try to win that victory bowl. It just fell short.
It's a fun matchup because both of these teams are teams that you don't want to see playing from behind. These are both teams that really like to be in control of the game, and both of these quarterbacks don't do very well when they're losing. So neither of these teams wants to be the first one to make a mistake. That's my prediction personally. I think the first team to turn over the ball here loses, because both these quarterbacks just are not good playing against a really good defense from behind.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And it's all based off of momentum, of course, with these teams. They're both known, like you said, to like to take the lead. They don't like to be behind. So LMJ going for that rush and quickly tackled up by Chatterbox, but does get a gain of 2 yards on that play.
Yeah, I mean, you look at LMJ, he runs a lot early. He tries to get in his comfort zone early, likes throwing those out routes, likes throwing those quick passes. You don't like to see him take a lot of deep shots too early because he likes to get points on the board. He likes to play at his own game. But to be honest with you, if you have a cornerback like Relli going up against one of these receivers, you might see one of those turnovers earlier than you expect. Because Relli's one of the best players I've seen in man-to-man coverage. So you never know. We'll see how it goes.
And a dollar donation from Fragmented Memories. Appreciate that, by the way. And like I said, you guys, a dollar itself can really help support this cause. We are really trying to make sure we get as much money possible. We do have a donation goal set, but really, we just want to do whatever we can as we support the Black Lives Matter movement. You guys want more information on it? Definitely type in !BLM, and that would give you the information necessary.
It's an important cause, man. You got like these protester bonds that need to be set because some of these bails set for protesters sitting in cells right now, they're high totals, and a lot of these charities, they put that money towards bailing protesters out of prison. It's a really good cause. We appreciate anyone contributing. I mean, just support the movement.
And Mata will get the first down on that, 1st and 10. And looks as though the Bruisers have made their way across the field as well. Open another, oh no, this is a subscription from 4545 Private. Appreciate it, man. But I would like to announce, you guys, I would most definitely like it if you guys were to go more for the donations. It's a little bit more hard to calculate the subs that we are given in bits. Preferably, I would like the donations more than that. But I know Private just resubscribing, so shout out to Private for that, man. LMJ ready to lead his team here as he goes down middle. Has a couple of chances or options on this left side. It's caught, and a touchdown for the Bruisers as Catch Aiden able to get into the end zone.
Yeah, sorry about the mute. I was putting the streaming league announcements for you.
Oh, no worries, man. Appreciate that.
A little extra plugging. Yeah, I mean, LMJ, if you get open, he'll find you. Is he the best quarterback in the league? Not in my opinion, but he's in that upper echelon. And if a receiver's gonna get open, he'll find them for sure. But I'm looking at that was a nice block. But I'm looking at the player list right now for Barton. I don't see Zelpon.
Oh, you're right.
I don't see Barton's best corner and receiver. That's a bigger hit than it looks like.
So far, they've done well even without that, and we'll see how the Knights do if they can find a way to take advantage. Of course, it also matters on whoever his replacement is to really step it up, because yes, Zelpon really is a huge factor for this.
No, he's here now. He's here now. He's here.
Oh, look at that.
They stalled out for him. He's here. He's chilling. We'll see how he does. He's a good player, though, man. Both of these teams have some nuts players because the league's what, 25 seasons old.
Yeah.
So how some of these kids have managed to figure out the mechanics to an absolute T is wild, man. Some of these people, bro, they could legally change their middle name to Got Next. You know what I mean? Some of these guys just love the game.
And see, that's the best part about it. You don't see this that much in other leagues anymore. And this is only mainly that I've seen in the OFL, where you have the future of the league stepping it up and making big plays for their teams. So, very interesting.
Yeah, it's cool to see like a new crop of really good players every year, or every season, because most leagues aren't like that. And I think it's because of how like community emphasized it is. Because is OFL the best league in terms of like scripting mechanics and stuff? Absolutely not. It really isn't. Like, look at these dives and shit. It looks like from 2004. But like the community aspect of it is what makes it so fun. Like people doing power rankings, everyone knows the best players. Like look at the football. Like it does the Macarena in midair. It's not any beautiful gameplay by any means, but it's fun because people care about it. It's the scale. It's the stakes. And yeah, if you look at striking right now, or Sensei, as most people know him, he's getting in his face, man. That's the one weakness I've said about DC Knights. I don't think their blocking is all the way there. I see a lot of let up chips from their tight ends sometimes, and it can bite them in the ass against really good teams. If you get a DE like Sensia or Killer, they might get a swamp, man. You saw it with the Snowhawks last season. They did it to so many good teams.
Defense wins games. I mean, I've said it so many times, and we've seen in so many recent victory bowls that the team that played the better defense has always won, and it wasn't even close. Other than that Ducks and Thunderbirds game just a couple of seasons ago, with a deep ball left side, it's inside, touchdown for the Knights as Chatterbox able to reel it back in.
It's the problem against playing DC, man. No team is better that I've ever seen at finding guys in the corner or finding guys deep down sidelines and stuff. Like, their wide receivers just practice that shit so much that it's hard to play defense against. It really is. Good start for DC. They're making it look easy. Yeah, for sure. And then you also gotta look at the way that that defense was on that stack for the Bruisers. That's some pretty good stuff, and that's something I know you've been looking into as well, at how special teams have been really they've been more difficult than other seasons now. We're seeing a lot more better defense on the extra point attempts than before. I think we're slowly but surely getting to the point where is the 2-point every drive more worth it? I think mathematically, if you look at how many field goals get blocked and then how many 2 points get converted, I think if you're a team, you try and make some smart setups, you try and make some smart trick plays to kind of convert those 2 points. Because field goals get blocked, and they get blocked often. So why not go for the extra point? The extra 2 points.
And you know what? I think we've seen that on a couple of teams. We saw that with the Ducks. They did very well with it in the first week. I don't know if they continue to do so. But yes, there is a bit of a strategy that we see from each and every game as to whether or not they're going for the 1 or 2 point.
I think we should see that more from the Punishers, because their kicker is goddamn terrible. I know he's watching the screen right now, so I just like him to know that. I strongly suggest going for more 2 points.
LMJ able to get this first down and gets stopped by Vange. That'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bruisers.
Decent run, decent run. You'll see that from LMJ a lot, especially rolling that left side, because he really does trust Sreleza with the blocking and the lane setting. And I've said this a lot with DC. Their weaker DE is for sure Zach. You have Elds, who in my opinion is a really good player, but Zach sometimes just doesn't go to that same level. He has Jordan wide open.
He gets him here. He seems to be hesitating. Has it left side. It's caught, and a nice reel as well from Jordan. We'll get the 1st down, and he was waiting for it. He definitely was.
Took some time, but he found it. You see the quality of receivers going up, because a lot of receivers in the league just don't catch that. That's over the head. So it's important to have those top tier players, those players that really know what they're doing.
LMJ.
Watch for the burning ramen cut inside of the corner of the inside here. Really likes that.
Does a good job of it. Acardi, though, I think that jam really yeah, that really helped him out. Let's see where he throws this right corner. Looks more like a throwaway. Goes incomplete.
Hits the wall. And Barton, if you see a pass to Z4, if you see it to that bald guy, that's the closest thing he has to a DC Knights caliber play style, because he really does trust Zelpon going for those catches. So he likes throwing that a lot, even if it looks a little dangerous.
LMJ now pushed back. Pressure coming in a bit late, but here comes Elds as the ball thrown short. It's caught up by B-Ball in a wide open lane. Touchdown!
Oh, you already know VA just hearing it in the Knights voice chat right now. Oh man, you'd hate to see it. Ugh. That's my boy, and I feel bad because I know how Relli gets. I know he's coming for his head on that one.
But it is a must need, and I feel like that's what a coach should do. Of course, though, it's understanding how the player will react to it and how to make him understand it's a checkup more than it is. I hate how you're doing this type of a thing. Incomplete.
Doesn't get the 2 point. Doesn't get the 2 point. Yeah, you see that from a lot of head coaches that really shout at their players to like know when to dive. Because if you don't think you're getting the interception, diving is just stupid for it. Because you can get taken out of the play completely. And if you're gonna mess up a coverage, might as well get the tackle. A lot of head coaches try and drill that in.
Although I would say that's probably one of the only flaws I've seen so far, and I mean this in real football in general. We're seeing a lack of players knowing how to tackle properly. We're getting a lot of that, and I mean it shows on a lot of examples actually. I mean, obviously you have players that just know how to take on ankles from any type of defender. You obviously have LMJ as one of them, but surprisingly hasn't run so much in this game. Of course, you have Lily as well, and the list goes on and on.
I mean, it's running in general. I think it's more of a situational thing than something you should put in a game plan. I think being a quarterback and looking to run when possible as a strategy is just never gonna work, because when you can throw the ball 100 yards downfield, there's no point of being a ground and pound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why you don't see many of those teams like go all the way. Sometimes it works, but in general, it just seems a bit inefficient. You know, when it's so much easier to just set picks and run smart routes to get those really big chunks of yards super quickly.
Ball short.
Oh,
that's a nice one.
And he's gonna take that every time. Those little out routes to his really good receivers. He loves that so much. Because it's really hard. It's really hard to pick.
Speaking of receivers, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. I'm finished.
I was just basically saying the receiver core from this team is just allowing that to even happen. I mean, you love to see, of course, how much firepower this team really has. You have Chatterbox there on the left. You have Acardi on the right. You want to talk about some great shorts right there. You have Loke and HP able to roll out as well as a tight end, give you that as well, and then also on the left side too.
They got ejected for absolutely free midway through the season. He's one of the smarter players in the league. It's sad to see. It really, I mean, it's happy for DC players to see, but like for the rest of the league, it's upsetting.
YoungRelli.
It's really, this should be close. I don't think this will come down to anything more than a possession. Both of these teams, and that's the thing with OFL, is this: if you have a good offense, if you have a really good quarterback, you should just be scoring every drive. Because the offense is pretty easy right now. You just have so many good players, and you're just able to sling that ball whenever you want. Look at the blocking by Elds on that one. That was really good.
YoungRelli able to get the first down, gets a bit more on those yards. D4 getting the tackle finally. 1st and 10.
Barton D's gotta be smarter on that one. They went for the kill. They got too aggressive.
YoungRelli under some nice pressure. Throws it short. Cut up by Addit. Addit gets the first down. Still going and stopped up by Burning Ramen.
Almost scored.
YoungRelli goes for the quick rush, and he goes almost inside, just a yard short.
He should just not be getting more than like a couple of yards there.
And that's what I kind of meant about tackling. It's, you know, we'll see if we'll get more.
I don't know if it's harder or just worse or what, but you definitely see a decrease in quality.
And it's a touchdown as well for the Knights. And I believe that was Jake.
Open. That was Jake. Ejected. The new player showing his stuff. And I mean, that's what I mean. You have this zone to man meta, and you have just the defensive obligation to be on someone at all times. So when you slip up for a second, he's gonna throw it.
That extra point as well is good. 12-21. And would you say you could have predicted this score so far?
So yeah, no turnovers, pretty easy offense, maybe easier for DC. I think a lot of people would have predicted this kind of was how the game was going to go down. I think Barton's hope is that Relli just makes a dumb decision maybe throws a pass a little more overconfident than he should. But in general, I think most people would expect DC to kind of be in the driver's seat. But a mistake could turn this around at any second. I still don't know who's winning this game.
Burning Ramen will go ahead and get a hold of this one, I believe. And he does. On his way on the left side of the field, moving now down middle. Burning Ramen gets past a couple good blocks here from the Bruisers. Ramen trying to go past that sideline, but stopped up by HP Laserjet. Before we continue, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Pat for the 5 bits. A huge shout out to Logan Byrne for the 30 bits. And also from Bombs, who gave us a bit as well. Appreciate that, you guys.
I mean, you guys know, we've said it before, if you donate to the stream, it's a really good cause. All the proceeds from the stream are going straight to charity to help out protesters, to help out organized protests. It's a really good cause.
And C4 with an amazing play there. And I mean, you were definitely right. A lot of these guys coming on, and especially him right there, Z4 has put on a lot with these rollouts and getting a lot of yards for this team.
He's definitely his go-to target. I think people who've watched Barton games have realized that. So it'll be fun to see if one of the smarter defensive players on DC can maybe capitalize and catch LMJ off guard.
I have it here, left side. Oh, it's just a bit overthrown. Goes incomplete.
Overthrow. He could have caught that though. He could have caught that. I think. Timed an OP dive a little better. That's a catch. Well, that's a tough ball. You gotta throw that a little lower. That was a guaranteed touchdown. Cardi blew coverage a bit there. That's the thing, because a lot of head coaches are training their corners to really jump on receivers and get that jam. But if you miss, ooh, it's bad news. It's bad news.
I think that's your biggest fear, of course, is letting your man go on trying something like that. But we do see the rush from LMJ, and he does get it as well. 1st and 10.
I mean, both of these teams having their way on offense. You know, sticking to their game plan, finding people open. That's OFL for you. But when two good teams play in this league, most of the time it's going to look like an NBA scoreline. And he has Jordan open again. Although VA reads it. Oh, no, never mind. That's a touchdown.
Oh, no throw. LMJ instead right corner. We could see, no, it goes incomplete as it hits the wall.
Ramen decides to go for the jam there to force the incompletion. And I kind of like that play. I think you're okay with taking the 2nd down rather than risk the interception. But he had Jordan there. That was easy. About as easy as you can get in this league. Unfortunate.
You see more players here on the right, and I'm curious what they plan to do here. LMJ waiting as he throws it short. There he goes. Mata able to get the 1st down and stopped past the 10-yard line.
I like what DC is doing with that, though. They know the receiver's there, and they're trying to bait a turnover. Because the OFL is a league of turnovers. You get a turnover in this game, you got a much better chance of winning. So, and DC players are some of the best at doing that. It's going to be a legal snap.
Yep, I think 45.
Actually, what is the ruling on that? Is that a glitch?
I'm
is
actually
that a -5? What's up with that?
I'm actually not too sure, because the way that ball, it did snap, but then it, like, I don't know if it hit LMJ's torso, because that's the only way.
They're gonna give him minus yards for it, so it seems like it is an illegal snap. Don't know about that call, but you know what? That's why I don't ref.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's a very hard position, I think, more than the other ones in this league, just for the simple fact that you're gonna get your name tarnished out there for any type of decision that the people will not like. It's a very, very difficult position.
Reffing's hard, man. Like, don't get me wrong. In game, I probably shit on refs more than anybody, but it's not a competitiveness, you know.
Yes.
Like, if you're a ref, you just gotta take it. A lot of people in this league, they can't take it. You can't have people like try-fi reffing. It's a bad idea.
LMJ has a short here. Does not throw. Might be looking for another one in the end zone.
D's are playing this one really well.
A toss up left side goes incomplete. And I mean, yeah, the pressure that we've seen so far has been amazing. And you want to talk about a good defensive end core. You have Elds and HP Laserjet. Both players have shown themselves not only in this league as one of the best defensive ends, but in other leagues as well. They really make an impact for whatever team they play for.
They also do road wrestling. I heard that's
Oh
that's
yes,
something that exists. Don't know much about that, but apparently they're pretty good. So you know, good for them. Be sure to tune in to Row SmackDown.
that's Row SmackDown.
You have Eld getting in his face again, and it's messing with LMJ. You can see it, although he has Zelpon.
Open Zelpon, unable to get in bounds.
Very good play by Relli there, getting the angle. You love to see it.
There's only a couple of defenders that could really do that in this league. Relli is one of them. Of course, if you have any other names in mind, but I've seen a couple of games where not many defenders can make that same type of play.
It's hard, man. Corner is not easy anymore. But more, it's like I keep talking about how much better people are getting at mechanics. You're seeing more and more people able to do it. Really good communication there. You can just tell that LMJ called that one out in the Barton voice chat, because that's not a route that you can just ask for without any sort of communication, you know. But again, Barton scoring, Knights scoring, not a lot of defense here, but that was to be expected.
LMJ right after the touchdown, looking for the extra point, and nobody there to try to stop that one. And that'll be 19-21. The Knights are up, but only by 2.
That 2 can make a difference. We've seen that make a difference before. I'm sure it might make a difference again. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think it comes down to who gets last possession. I really do.
Oh yeah.
You know, Barton won the coin toss. That's huge in a game like this. So if you're DC might just straight up be asking themselves.
This man Els. Shout out to Els.
Els is a funny guy.
He is a loyal man, man, for Bro Nation. He does this every time. Look at him, look at him. Look at this man go. Big shout out to Els. See, you know he's a regular, man. He's a day one. He's over here.
Els is supporting the stream, man. Yeah. He loves to see it.
And Low 36 will get this return. Not the best of yards, but he does get close, of course, to the touchback line. As Relli with a bit of a rush, but quickly stopped up by Mata.
DC wants to run the entire 2 minutes out here. I think that's what they're going to go for. I think they're going to go for slow first downs. I think they want to run this entire clock out. I don't think they want to give Barton a chance to score again.
Relli, when exactly that, a nice pass up to add it, and there we go. Yes.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just going to go as slow as they can. And you see that become the new meta. I think teams are really putting a heavy emphasis on time management. So you got a lot of teams that just really want to not give any sort of chance for a comeback. And I mean, if DC can go up 28-19 at half, that's big.
And it's a smart strategy as well. I mean, not only do you have possession, you have the time, of course, to waste it down and then try to just get only an opportunity for yourself to end off this half. And I mean, yeah, Relli could definitely put this one on a platter, of course, for his team at the last few seconds of this half. A pass short up to Vange as he catches it first down and looks to waste some time again here.
A good split by OBJ, bro, on that one, if you saw, because he kind of cut towards mid and forced LMJ to make a read or give up the deep touchdown, and that let Vange get wide open.
Let me give a huge shout out to my European viewers right now. Shout out to Jack. Shout out to Yo4. I don't know if any of my other ones are in here, but big shout out to you guys. I know it's very late, and you guys are still here to watch.
Is.
Yes, PD could definitely relate to you guys on that one.
But you know what? It's for a good cause. It's a good time. It's worth it. You have a triple rush coming in from Barton. Pretty good pressure there, but it doesn't matter. Zach gets wide open.
And that was a nice one as well. The Bruisers trying to get a stop, but the Knights.
Look at the clock go.
Under 47 seconds. Done well to manage time and waste it down, and I'm curious if they'll get it here in the next possibly 2 plays, unless they score on this one.
I mean, even if you don't score, not letting Barton get the ball back is a big one. Surprised you didn't get Jake on the out route there. I thought that's where he was going. I think he wants oh, jumped over the pass. You can't drop those. You can't drop those. Not in a game like this.
A donation from Jack. Appreciate it, Jack. $1 donation, and it's all right, man. Either way, I arrived late, didn't I? No, I didn't arrive late, but I arrived later than the other players, so completely fine, man.
You should keep those donations going, man. It's for a great cause.
Yeah, and like I said, $1 really does help you guys, and if not, it is completely fine. It is voluntary, but like I said, $1 does help. If you guys have that extra $1, it would definitely mean the world to us, as we are at 111 on the donation goal. And I mean, yeah, all that money goes to a really good cause, like PD said. If you guys want to know more information, type in !BLM, and it should give you exactly that. As to how to donate, you can look more into the site if you don't really trust the channel for some reason, but if not, I think the donation thing is up a little bit more on the chat. It says streamlabs.com/KiriCali1. Three seconds remaining. Relli does get a chance here, as we predicted, and the field goal is called. But what do you think, PD? Is he gonna go for that field goal, or is he gonna go?
It's mind games. It's Relli. I think he wants the touchdown here.
And he definitely does. Relli onto the right side. Waits.
Good pass rush though. He's not gonna get a lane. He's gonna have to trust this to somebody. He has OBJ bro on the out route. He might go for that. No.
Goes for the fake. Relli will throw 10.5. It's caught, and a touchdown for the Knights.
That was such a good pass. Holy cow. That was nuts. And that was a good little pick from, I don't know if you saw it, but OBJ managed to pick one of the corners just a little bit so that it was only Lock going for that ball. Really good play from DC. What's the word I'm looking for? Apologies, it's late. It's a momentum killer for Barton. Not momentum. Oh, this is gonna kill a morale. There we go. A morale killer for Barton, because you already know LMJ's mad in the call. You already know rest of them are sad in the call. That's one of those plays that sticks with you. It's like how do we give that up?
Yeah, they were playing great defense on that play, and honestly, you're gonna have stuff like that happen, which is why. You want to make sure you get the most out of each and every play on defense, because when they play like that, it's a scary sight for teams. And I mean, I give credit, of course, to the Knights on that, to make a play out of nothing. Relli had to wait a lot of time. He thankfully had some great blocks from his offensive line, and then of course the wide receivers do not get congested. Did you see that? How much separation they give themselves.
Separating. They were really trying to set lanes for each other. That was textbook offense in that kind of situation. We'll see how it goes in the second half. It seems they voted to not skip halftime.
I think they have.
Gotta strategize.
So far, the DC Knights are up by a possession, 19-28, and the Bruisers not so far behind still, and no stops from both teams, so that's an interesting one there. We were thinking we might see a stop in the first half. We did not, and now I think any one of those turnovers could definitely matter here in this second if they manage to do so. But who do you think would be the first one to get a stop if it were to happen in the second half? Do you think it would be the Knights, the way that they've been playing defense, or the Bruisers?
To be honest with you, I think I think Barton has the better defense, but because DC is in the driver's seat right now, I can see them getting a stop. I don't like LMJ playing from behind. I've said it before, I'll say it again. But Knights are in a comfortable position right now. If they get one stop, this game's effectively over with their offense. So if you're LMJ, you're sweating. Even though everyone on Barton's bald, they're still sweating. Do bald people sweat?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, that's why you see that shine on the head.
Oh, word, because it's sweat. I thought it was in the hair for some reason.
I mean, it probably still could be. I don't know, but they definitely do sweat.
Are you sure that's just not like bald people shine, like the sun hitting the head?
Maybe. You know what? That's interesting. Maybe it's the facial hair, because you know they always have a beard at least.
They do have to be, because you gotta. If you're bald, right, and you don't have a beard, it's just kind of like, you know, you look like the Hot Ones interviewer.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he's got some drip. Yeah, he does.
He pulls it off, but you get what I mean. Like,
there's only a couple, yeah, and you have to be mad intelligent to have that look, just the pure bald and no facial hair. You have to be smart. Look at what's his name, from X-Men. Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
Professor X.
Yes, Professor X. You know, he's got the drip, man.
He's got it. Nah, cause most bald people, you know, they look like Tic Tacs.
Yeah, they do.
And that's just, yeah, they just like walking Tic Tacs. And that's, you know, you gotta compensate somehow. Because people, you can pull bald off. It's tough. It's a tough look.
Somebody said, do bald people use shampoo?
Do bald people use shampoo? Do they have to?
I actually no, they have to, because they still do. They even they have a scalp.
No,
like,
but there's no hair, mate. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know how when bald, you know how those like Adidas and shit will sell those shampoos that are like 3 in 1.
Maybe they use the body.
So bald people just bald people just 2 in 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, they could just use body wash on their head. Yeah, that's kind of dope. Is being bald the wave? Can they just use body wash on their head?
Hey, if you want to live an easy lifestyle, you might want to consider.
That might be the move. You know what I mean? Because shampoo, I'm not saying it's expensive, but I'm not saying it's cheap, you know? Like Head and Shoulders, that shit is like $20 sometimes. Maybe, I think we're onto something, if I'm being honest. I don't know.
That might have to be the move.
Any bald people in the chat that can...
I'm curious, is there any bald people in the OFL community? There's gotta be, because not everybody... Like, I know people bald very early.
There's a bald player in this game. Boots on Barton is bald as fuck. If he was listening to the call, he'd be able to make some input on the situation. Thanks for cheering the bits. You know, appreciate that this conversation led to a good cause. Do bald people get acne on their head? Yo, that'd be gross.
That'd be so nasty. You only have so little to worry about and to take care of your body.
Like, why would you? Problems, and now there's acne on your head. Imagine just looking like a strawberry daiquiri jelly belly all the time. Just red spots everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that'd be rough. That's a rough life.
Nah, see, they did it to themselves if they got acne on top of their head, because it's like the only way that happens is if like you really don't clean that part of your head. Like, you have to make sure, like, you only got so much,
can your
man.
Head if you're bald, can your head get goosebumps? Yo, we're asking some good questions.
Man.
That's a good point.
We have started off once again. Third quarter action.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. But wonderful halftime stories, of course. B-ball on the left side as he pushes forward up to the 25, looking to get to that 30 as he hurdles past Elds, and the tackle is made. And speaking of bald people, we got a lot of them on the field, man. You are not lying. We got a lot of bald people. I don't know if it just started because of the conversation or I just realized.
No, they've always been bald. That's an LMJ thing. He just hates hats. You know what I mean? He's just protesting. He's protesting too. He's protesting Roblox's abuse of the catalog system, so he doesn't wear hats. I respect it. Everyone's got their causes. No one's open. Good defense.
B-ball with a nice reel. B-ball just almost breaking through the defense as he gets stopped at the 50-yard line.
Blown coverage, and you know Relly's desk is gonna have some fist marks after that one. He's just probably not happy at his team.
Yeah, you got to get those stops, and I mean it goes for both teams, but I mean yeah, they should loosen up a little bit, man. This is some great offenses being worked up from both sides, and it's gonna happen. It's LMJ against Relly. LMJ possibly looking for a pass to the right side. B-ball once again.
Really good jam. Really good jam from McCarty on that one. See, that's what I mean. Knights do this especially. He trains all of his corners to go for the jam first and the in later. And that's a good strat. I think that's something that you want to stick to, because those incompletions add up. All of a sudden, it's 4th down. What do?
Yep, and I mean, yeah, I mean, even those jams right before the ball even going out of bounds, you have to make sure that you deny the reel. And that's something, I mean, yeah, not only a couple of receivers can do that ability. However, it is still a need, of course, because here we go, a nice reel, and it's inside, I believe. Touchdown!
I just got done praising McCarty, bro. That's my guy, and he just does that. That's fucked up. Look at this instant replay, bro. Where are you, man? I trusted you, bro. He's 80 yards downfield. Just cover him. Hit backspace. Oh, it's disappointing. Good play by, good pass, too. That was really close.
Oh, we got a British accent commentary. I'll have to do it for probably the next actual play rather than this special point. I want to do you guys dirty like that. So here's a short ball, and it actually goes to B-ball. They're gonna get their 2 points.
Are there like stream things that you can buy?
Oh yeah, there's rewards. So we have one of them just redeemed a British accent commentary. So I did that as a bit of fun one time, and honestly, I might have to raise up the price. We get a lot of them every game, man. This is supposed to be something that like kind of happens every now and then.
You're just an actor, bro. The people are just messing with it.
They love it.
I mean, I think you just gotta call this kickoff like it's a crazy British soccer play.
All right, here we go. Yep, we got to get it done, man. And starting off this game, we have LMJ as he goes ahead and kicks it right down the field as Luck. Actually, yes, it is Luck pushing on forward onto the right side. He's stopped well by Mata. A brick wall that he encounters.
You've been watching some Black Mirror, bro. That was good.
No.
That was good. That was... Don't know what all that talk about a brick wall was about. But
hey man, that's that Peter Drury commentary. I got a lot of inspiration from British commentators. They do a really good job, especially it's like listening to poetry while you're watching a soccer game. It's crazy. It's like they're telling a full-on like poem throughout a certain play.
Sometimes when I play CS:GO or Call of Duty or something, I'll put on Kitchen Nightmares in the background just for inspiration. Because there's nothing like listening to Gordon Ramsay screaming that gets you going. You know, it really just it gives that fire inside you.
It does.
It's a strat. It really is. It's the move. He has Jake on that route.
Oh, a nice catch.
Bro. DC loves that play so much.
I feel like you lose a lot of confidence as well on those type of plays as a defender. Imagine you just get domed like that each and every time, and you know it's coming. It's more so, can you even get it? Yeah.
Look at that. He just held. He did not let go of his W key that entire play, and he just got 10 yards. You hate to see that.
Really? Looking for a short.
Take that every time.
Cardi. Oh my goodness, some nice moves, but a better job of support from striking to get the tackle.
About 4 yards to go. Not bad at all.
Relli having to push on back, and good pressure from the Bruisers. Relli back to his own 25, now down to the 20. Ball short, incomplete.
Third down. We'll see, you know, maybe this is where Barton makes a play. But I think more likely than not, you'll see maybe Ken or VH set an out pick and Locke or Accardi will get a free out route. That's my prediction on what happens here.
Relli.
Doesn't seem to be happening. No one wants the pick. They're covering the slants well. Does he have Locke deep? He might.
See if
doesn't
he...
anymore.
Oh, no, yeah. Definitely taken away.
Short. Good pass
Might
rush.
have,
Has Accardi mid. I don't think
a scary decision,
that,
yeah. Let's see. Oh, might have had Ulrich, but a ball to Accardi. Caught! Yeah, and this first down. And I mean, yeah, honestly, I haven't had too many people really read up plays like you, man. You're easily one of the better people to read the play before it even happens. You're like Romo, man, when he first started off as a commentator.
I appreciate that comparison. If I was so terrible at quarterback, you know what I mean? But you know, it's I don't know, something you pick up on. Sink too many hours into this game, it comes to you. Yes, Ken.
Really nice catch and a touchdown for the Knights as Ulrich. What a play that was. And I mean, yeah, it's always on those sidelines that you see the best plays from Relli. You can see look on the replay how he even gets open, this receiver. Oh, that's a nice pick. The extra point as well goes in. We didn't get full coverage of it, but we did get to see it go through with no issues.
Again, it's just these teams trading blows, man. No one has even looked close to giving up the ball. Who's gonna have possession last? But that blocked point after in the first quarter might be what wins this game, which is funny to see.
I think that's a common trend with these bigger teams. I mean, at least from what I've had experiences on when covering these type of games, is if they don't have their defenses working out for them, it's always based off of the extra point or extra 2 points. And I mean, yeah, this could go down to that exactly unless the Bruisers manage to get another stop.
We'll see. I think because if you're LMJ, every time that clock goes down a little bit when it's a new offensive drive, you feel a bit more pressure. But I guess he doesn't. He's still running. He's still doing his thing. We'll see. I just like to point out, I don't think Barton has subbed a single player off this entire game. I've seen the same 9 on offense and the same 9 on defense the entire game. And that's starting to become more and more popular as teams get their set rotations.
Oh, I don't agree with that. He had...
I don't know about that one. He had Zelpon deep and he had Jordan short.
Yeah.
He's feeling the pressure. He's feeling the pressure.
Looks as though they're trying to get someone else inside the server here. I'm not sure if it's for the Knights or for the Bruisers, but LMJ.
3rd and 7, everyone's stacking on the right side. They're definitely making a voice chat call here, and he has Burning Ramen on the out route. But Jake is stand baiting it.
E-ball incomplete.
Bit overthrown. Thanks for the water check, guys. It's important to stay hydrated.
Got another one. Oh my gosh. I don't have enough water for these. Hold on, I gotta take small sips. Alright. Got it. Somehow, some way. I need more water. We'll see what we can do with.
Everyone needs more water, man. Stay hydrated.
Yes. LMJ.
That's easy. Doesn't throw
it. It's almost intercepted.
He was so late to that one. LMJ missed that by about 10 yards.
The read.
Is that a turnover on downs? It is.
It is as well. Oh, we did not notice that.
It's better than the interception. that's entirely on LMJ because B-Ball was open for a good 10 seconds there. Like that was, maybe not 10 seconds. You get what I mean? He just missed him. He hesitated. That's what I mean by LMJ playing down against another team. He just hesitates. He gets scared. We see it so many times. And now Relli has the lead, has the ball. This is where he's comfortable. He'll find someone wide open.
I've seen
if LMJ's raging at B-Ball right now, he should shut up. That was entirely LMJ's fault.
Yeah, that was not the best timing there from LMJ on that. And yeah, I mean, from those 2 plays alone, we've seen a different story of LMJ on that. That was a very
has
it wide, and yeah, he does not want to go for it. Relli on the left side.
Waste time fully.
And oh, he gets the first down. I mean, yeah.
I can't expect perfect throws what do you mean perfect throws? That wasn't the fault of the throw. That was the fault of waiting way too long for that. He gave Relli the time to come read the play.
Relli.
That was entirely quarterback. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was catchable, but like he wasn't helping him there at all.
And even then, it's how he would have been able to stay back in bounds because Relli was right next to him. You saw, obviously, he was able to catch the ball there, but he couldn't get it back in. I think it just would have been a bad one regardless for the Bruisers on that play.
We'll see. I don't want to call game because you never know, but I said first team to make a mistake probably loses this game, and it seems like that's what's gonna happen. Has AT short, doesn't want to take it. This could be a throwaway. 3rd and inches. I think you run some clock and you don't waste anything here, but he'll try it. Good high ball. 4th down. Probably gonna have his players set a run lane here. I think you just want a couple yards to get that first down.
And they could definitely get it, but you have to make sure that your blockers are really there. And I mean, that's of course if he trusts in OBJ and I believe Urek. I don't think they're gonna be well, we'll see.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see him roll right and go for like a little
goes left.
Jake's trying to set it, doesn't get it. He's gonna have to
out and wide open pass, touchdown, and Locke with his 2nd.
The thing about LMJ, he's so good at reacting to the ball, but he hesitates a lot. He loves baiting between 2 players. So if you're able to make a snap decision and hit someone he walks away from, you'll see a lot of wide open plays like that.
Oh, and a nice stack.
Almost blocked.
5 seconds remaining of the 3rd quarter. The Bruisers are getting themselves in a bit of trouble here. Now, definitely are going to need some stops unless, of course, they get both onside kicks. And honestly, I could put my money on that. LMJ is known for getting his onside kicks very well. We've seen it throughout playoff performances. We've seen it throughout many performances with LMJ. It was even accused of, what was it, for Magnet, no?
Yeah, that's why I don't want to call game. Going up against Barton on an onside kick is not something you want to do, you know?
Burning Ramen will end the quarter with a nice return. A decent one at least as he gets past that 25.
One of the weirder usernames on the field. Who burns ramen? It's not hard to cook.
We just left it in too long. You weren't paying attention to it, but even then, it's like it's pretty instant for the most part. That's why they call it instant ramen.
Yeah.
You gotta be there.
Have you ever had like full-on try-hard Japanese ramen? Like,
I haven't yet. You know what? I haven't. I want to so bad, man.
You're missing out. That's some good stuff right there.
I bet, man.
Yeah, there's really good places by me, and it's especially if you're like starting a night out, just like a greasy bowl of like pork belly ramen. Oh man, it hits the spot. It's the real deal. I want to try it in Japan though. I want to go.
Oh, you know it's good, man. It's probably way cheaper too. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, because I've had some friends that have gone to Tokyo, and they've said besides like the really high-end touristy sushi places, food's not that expensive.
Oh yeah, of course not. I mean, and even then, I think the U.S. dollar is still more, of course, than the what's it, the yen.
Yeah, so
LMJ.
I do love me some sushi though. I can't lie.
Ah, it's so good.
It really is. It's just
You might make me
good
go ahead and
switch.
act the fool and go get some Japanese after
Right,
this,
I'm
man.
hungry now, bro. It's 2:55 a.m. Nothing's open.
That
I'm down
is
bad.
tough. Yeah.
I think I got like spaghetti and fucking leftover hot sauce in the fridge, bro. I'm down bad.
I feel that, man. But then again, I did treat my dad and everybody else very well yesterday, man. We had some Five Guys. You already know we went crazy on burgers and fries.
I mean, I like Five Guys. Don't get me. No one dislikes Five Guys food. Everyone knows they have great food.
Of course.
But do you want to pay $59.99 plus shipping and handling for a cheeseburger?
Not every day.
Just don't.
Not every day.
No, not every
Oh,
day.
LMJ! Oh my goodness, LMJ! and this is what I'm talking about. This is why he's one of the best at the rushing game. What an amazing play!
How did that happen? Just ankle.
You said what? You kind of cut off. Hello? Oh, I think we lost PD for a little bit. Oh,
We did,
there we go.
at least for a time being.
Okay.
Disconnect. It happens. Nah, but bro, just angle your mouse towards him and hit E. Like, just tackle him. How'd you fuck that up?
That's what I mean, though. It is an issue by far in the OFL is learning how to tackle.
Sure.
And not many players have caught that on. Open and Knights. Oh my goodness, a block as well from the DC Knights.
Yikes,
Lock.
that's another point difference. It's gonna make a difference. Is he gonna try going for the 2 points? Oh, he's dancing.
Yeah,
on him.
he's taunting.
He's dancing on him. You can't get danced on him. Nah, but that's treating your dad to some Five Guys. You'd love to see it. That's a treat and a half.
Oh yeah, man.
That's not a treat. That's a whole damn shipment. Five Guys expensive as hell.
Yeah, but the good thing is though they do treat you well on fries. I still have leftover fries.
That's true.
Like I have a ton.
True.
Like I'm literally thinking like, wow, I'm really about to be just living off fries right now.
Honestly, like they give you the cup of fries and then they just ignore the cup and just pour that shit.
Yeah, and they do it on purpose. That's what I like about them. It's like they know.
True. They don't skimp you, bro.
They don't.
That's my pet peeve about Chipotle. Because Chipotle, you already know if you order steak, they got the magnifying glass out to see if they gave you the exact amount ounces of steak. They're never generous with that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about them and honestly, Panda Express as well does that, and I don't understand. Like they really just they give you the smallest amount, man. It's like wow.
Right, it's like, don't get me wrong, Panda Express you're paying like $2.54, but you know Chipotle skimps the hardest.
Yeah,
Chipotle
they by far. Oh, if you tell them you want guac, oh my goodness, they're like putting like
you're paying like
you're getting a tablespoon, boom.
Word, you're paying $5 extra for a bottle cap worth of guac. What's up with that? You know? I don't know.
Open the onside kick.
Drink.
Oh, that was not a good onside kick. It was straight
Hold on.
to.
Apparently, on offsides on the receiving team.
And see what they call here. I don't think I did get a hold of it, unfortunately. Let me see. I probably pressed a little bit too late. Yeah, I got it too late.
To y'all. I don't know if I've ever had Panda Express.
It's all right. It's not, honestly. I definitely recommend any other local Chinese spot.
Yeah, like if I wanted Chinese food, I'd just go to one of the 18 takeout places.
The reason I had it was I was over at Six Flags in California, and they had, you know, they're so limited on certain restaurants around certain areas, and I'm not gonna go walk all the way up to the other spot just to eat the spot that I wanted.
That's true.
So
no, if you're ever in a new city, bro, I'm telling you, just pull out Yelp, cause like those reviews don't be lying.
yeah, no, they don't.
I've found some crazy places in different cities just for.
Now I will say this though,
phone.
for Mexican, I'm saying this as a Mexican, The best spots are hole-in-the-wall restaurants. The places that look so bad.
The older the inside looks and the more worn down the inside looks. If that no Mexican joint with under 60 items on the menu.
It's so good. Like,
you know what I'm talking about? Those cheap joints with like 18 different combo platters.
Yes, they'll give you everything and you will get filled up. I promise you. It is so crazy good, man. I'm telling you. If you want a good spot, a hole-in-the-wall restaurant for Mexican, easy.
Facts every time. They'll be putting random shit together in the combo plates. You'll get like a carne asada burrito, like fries, fucking. They'll throw a shrimp taco. They'll put 18 things in one box, and it's worth it.
It is. And like I said,
here's my thoughts on Chipotle. I like Chipotle, but Chipotle is like Subway for Mexican food.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, it's good. But you can do better.
Of course, you know yeah. It's not. It's not like. It's the closest to authentic you're gonna get from a like a spot. Not really. Oh yeah.
Oh, bro. Yo, they said Kiri put the replay on.
Did someone get a clip of that by chance? Because our replay did not get a hold of that. I was a little bit late on the trigger.
Replay machine broke.
Yeah. Look, that's the most that I got, and that was way too later than the recovery. So yeah.
Oh, don't tell me they're gonna wait for our don't tell me they're waiting for us to make a call.
The replay didn't get to cover recovery.
And morning on nights. Yo, Chicago. In terms of American city food, Chicago is killing it, bro. I don't know. Have you been to Chicago?
I have not, man. I've always wanted to visit.
Chicago with the food. They do their own thing, you know. They saw pizza, right? And they were like, you know what this pizza needs? A stuffing. And they did it. Someone went out and did that shit, and it's delicious. Now, if it's pizza or not is a whole different discussion, but it's good. It's tasty. Chicago hot dogs too. That's some good stuff, man. I love Chicago.
I think Rilla got a clip of what had happened. Yes, he did. All right, so let's take a look here. They're saying that he got back. I'm gonna post this in general as well, unless you guys want to do so. See. I wish I had a better angle, honestly. We got it.
I don't know. I think food-wise, obviously you gotta go New York and LA for the top spots.
Oh yeah, I mean,
because of how diverse it is.
I will say this: the East Coast has us beat by far on pizza. Pizza by far is better on the East Coast. Like, there's no debate.
I think Cali just forfeited the pizza game, bro. Cause like Cali saw what New York and Chicago was doing. They were like, bro, just put some barbecue sauce and chicken on that shit.
Yeah, honestly.
And don't get me wrong, like it's not bad, but
I want a pizza. You know what I mean? I don't want no like crazy stuff like that. I mean, it's good. I'll have it once in a blue moon maybe.
Like if you're at the airport, right? Like California Pizza Kitchen smacks.
Oh, by far.
Like if you're at the airport and you really just want some barbecue chicken pizza, it does the trick.
I haven't tried Arizona pizza. They're saying a lot that to try Arizona pizza. I've not tried it. I don't want to try, honestly. I've been to Arizona a couple times. I am going later in the fall. And actually, guys, I would like to announce we are going to be doing some vlogs on that. I've been wanting to do vlogs, but I want to do like interesting. I don't want to be that guy that's just stuck at the house and not showing you guys anything other than like what, a day in the life with KiriCali or something. I mean, I know you guys were like that, but I could not do that for like a ton of episodes. No, I got to give you guys some really good content.
Well, that sounds interesting. Yeah, but I get what you mean though. It's like if you can't just film yourself sitting at home, you know?
Yeah, it's not. There's nothing to do, man. Oh, we got a British accent.
I will say Arizona has some good pizza joints, but the trade-off of that is that you have to be in Arizona. So it's, you know,
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a rough one.
You guys gotta hook me up.
I lived in Arizona for 10 years.
My people from the AZ, I need y'all to tell me what spots. I'm gonna definitely write that down.
Bro, I lived there for 10 years. I got you. Just let me know.
Bet. Really? That's the thing. I need to actually try. I've never tried Waffle House. There's not a Waffle House in Cali, so they have them in Arizona. I'm gonna try it.
Nah. You gotta go to Waffle House, cause it's, I don't know. There's something about Waffle House that's just so beautiful, and anyone in the chat that's been to Waffle House can like testify.
I'm already knowing.
What you're getting. You know what you're getting. It's 4 a.m. You're hammered or you're tired. They're yelling in the kitchen. They're screaming at each other, but they just make you some eggs. They make you some fried. Oh, Waffle House is the spot. But go ahead, do your
British accent. Yes, no worries. Yeah, no worries. Let's go ahead and get this done with. And once again, the Knights side looking to take advantage. Relay awaiting the snap as the clock ticks down up to 3, and there's a snap. Relay, left side, wants to push forward on a rush, but he's taken down by Zelpon, and an easy tackle at that. Hey yo, Jack. Jack, all right, yeah, all right. I didn't have a good play there, man.
Hey man, it's all about practice.
Yeah, it is.
Play some FIFA, you know, turn on the British commentary.
No,
although,
I like.
I don't think there is. Is there American commentary on FIFA? I don't think there is.
No, the one you want to look at is the PES commentary. PES has the best commentary by far.
That's true.
They actually have like some good what's it called? Well, for one, they have Drury as the commentator, main commentator. I forgot who the second the co-commentator is.
I haven't played FIFA or PES like that in so long. Because I love the games, but I hate what EA has done to sports gaming.
Yeah.
I rant about this all the time, but it's just, I don't like Ultimate Team modes. I just don't. I really feel like it's messed with sports gaming a lot.
Yeah, they're recycling games, man. That's really all it is, and just putting different UIs. It's very upsetting, but yeah, shout out to Relly. He said, God bless Mexico.
We're really shouting out the guys, man.
We might have to do a Latin Knights.
Full control of this game. They're setting picks. They're stretching the field.
Oh, and Elds gets in the way of the pass.
Wait, so if your center swats you, it's -5 instead of where the center gets the ball?
I feel like it should be where the...
I feel like it should be where the center
because it was a forward pass. It still was a forward pass. It's not an illegal... Oh, no, it is. It is. Because you can't pass to your center.
Oh, word. I don't know, bro, but I feel like if you're like some hyped up, caffeinated center just spam jumping like an idiot, I feel like you should get punished for that. That's me. That's my take on it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it'd make more sense, and, you know, the team does get punished more for it. Relly.
Oh, yes, Ken.
Well, throw lock is inside. Touchdown for the Knights.
Damn, how is he that open? All that talk about the Barton defense, and they're blowing coverage to this extent. Oh, look at DC talking shit now. That's how you know it's a close game, because they weren't talking shit until a minute left in the fourth quarter. That's the thing, though. You gotta be careful with the shit talking until you know you're gonna win. Because if it's first quarter, you can't just start H'ing and calling people out.
Yeah, Relly going for the fake, and there it is. 2 points as well.
He gets it, bro. That's rough. Yeah, this one might be game. This one might be game, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's looking very, very rough here for the Bruisers, and I would like to say...
the gameplay for FIFA is great, but I just don't like how they don't change career modes. They don't.
Yeah, they don't care about their offline modes, and see that I'm gonna give it to PES.
Like that.
Nah, PES is doing a good job, man. I ain't gonna lie.
PES does work.
Yes.
I gotta try PES.
You do, bro. I'm telling you, and they have more of the realistic gameplay by far. Like strength is actually based off of the way you play in the game. And FIFA, it's literally just, I feel like it's just
FIFA
RNG.
is just how fast your players
Yeah,
are.
honestly. And that, it's
whoever
like,
shouted
you
out
do both.
Football Manager in the chat, that's the guy, man.
Yeah.
Football Manager, what a game that is.
By far. I know too many people that are really good at Football Manager. Mark, if you're in here, you're easily the best one.
It's a fun game. It's a fun game. I love Football Manager. Bro, look at the whole DC defense is talking. Yo. Oh, never mind. You have Ken backing him up. Ken's too friendly, bro.
Yeah.
Ken's too friendly.
LMJ. Almost down to 50 seconds. Not much of a response.
Deep to Zelpon. There's not much else you can do. Relly might get a free chance at a pick here.
An LMJ deep ball to Zelpon, and that should have been a touchdown, but the tackle was made.
How do you blow coverage that bad when you know what's going there? I don't know about that one. I think that's Relly just baiting for an int a little too hard.
Yeah, a little bit too much, and
yeah, I think he really wanted the pick there, but he kind of forgot. You know, Stam is an infinite. Yeah, I know Markel plays a lot of football.
No, listen, Mark has taken Gloucester to the freaking Premier League and won the treble. No, he won everything because he won the shield as well. Ah, man, he is.
I mean, the thing is with Football Manager over time, right? Is it like it gets a bit easier because of how good the game-generated players are. Because eventually, no matter what team you take over, you can just have like a crop of Brazilians year after year.
Yeah. No, he's crazy though. Like his youth, before even this year, with the new FM, because they've focused a lot more on youth. But he was already good without it, man. Like, it's crazy. He was literally just finding these crazy prodigies. He had some Italian striker that was like going like nuts, I mean, like bro, like 20 goals.
I love
like
those manager games. Yeah, because finding those gems is so much fun. I've been playing that new Persona game on Steam though. Not new, the game's like 10 years old, but Persona 4 just went to Steam. It's a lot of fun.
Well, I gotta try it for sure.
Someone in the chat said stream Rocket League. Rocket League's fun.
It is, but
it's one of those games I wish I was so much better at.
Yeah, that's why I don't stream it. It's because I am so bad at it. And anyone that's played with me, let's see. I don't think they're in here today, but yeah, you guys know how bad I am, so that's why we don't play.
It's such a great. If there was any game, like if I had a wish that I could be really good at any game, it'd probably be Rocket League. Because I feel like if you're insane at that game, it'd be so much fun.
Yeah, it really would. And honestly, the only games I could honestly say I'm like good at are probably, well, no, for sure Pokemon is up there. The other one would have to be, it's between.
What do you think about the DLC? Been out for a few days.
You know what? I'm disappointed, but not too much. The reason why
I just like the new mons, the new meta. Just a fresh change to online is what I think everyone needed.
I mean, I like the little mini story. That was pretty cool, but I wanted more story, man. I really did. I thought we were gonna get more story.
I think a lot of people did.
But we're gonna get it.
I'm more of an online player, but yeah, I feel that.
Nah, we're gonna get it for sure next one because I've been hearing a lot about it. And think about it. There's so much to work around with the birds. You have the Reggies as well, the new Reggies, and there's that kick. They're not gonna try to go for anything here. The ball given up to Jake.
That was. Or is their goal to pin them deep and get the sack?
I have.
I mean, clearly, right? I think, yeah, they want a safety and a turnover. But if you're Relly,
nah, I think he's got it for sure. And then honestly,
first down end the game.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything I would rather not watch than a Football Manager stream. Like, don't get me wrong, the game is amazing to play, but I don't know about watching it.
And Vange has definitely won it. Has a lot of yards still on that 40.
That's GG.
And OBJ. Oh, he got past, but B-ball with a recovery. And 21 seconds remaining.
Knowing this shit talking though, they're going for another touchdown.
Oh yeah, this is some a bit of some bad blood between the two now for some reason. It might have been the trash talking that's triggered it here. Relly. is not going to show any mercy to the Bruisers. Even with the 16 seconds, they already have been guaranteed the win here at their home.
For sure. I mean, DC is just such a hard team to beat right now. How do you play against them, you know?
Yeah, it's...
They're giving Ejected a chance to quarterback, get a touchdown real fast. Or maybe just Relli wants to receive a touchdown.
Maybe.
He could have 80 in the corner.
Here he throws. It's for... Oh, it's caught!
Oh.
No. Oh, and I think that's going to be inside.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Oh, imagine just that added to the scoreline. Yo.
That is so tough.
Yeah, imagine ending on that note. 2 straight losses for the Bruisers. Ooh, interesting turn of events for the season. DC seems to be the clear front runner. That's probably gonna do it for me. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And yeah,
pleasure as always. Thanks to everyone who donated, man. Support the cause. Much appreciated.
I had to get you back after that Victory Bowl commentary that we had. That was amazing, man. And I'm definitely in for some more in the future, man.
Maybe again. Everyone watching, have a great night.